welcome to Cryptonometron, and today we're having a look at the Palm Beach Research Group newsletter, the Palm Beach Confidential. The newsletter is set to be released today, so I thought we'd just have a quick look at it and pick some of the coins that I think it could be for this month and discuss some of the rumours. It seems to be quite a hot topic at the moment. The Palm Beach Group, the research group, do all this research of stocks and shares mainly. They have a newsletter that goes out to build your portfolio of wealth. It looks a bit spammy, to be honest, and they spam me with emails every day since I signed up, so I don't like that. I like to go and find something that I want rather than being contacted every 12 hours with emails. So it's a bit spammy, which I didn't like. It's also expensive as well. Look at that, $3,000 for the trading advisory and the Wealth Builders Club there. So the one we were interested in is the Palm Beach Confidential, as I said. The reason why is because they deal with cryptocurrencies. Now the reason is that they normally pick for this particular newsletter companies with market caps under $1 billion. As we know, most crypto have market cap under $1 billion. Indeed, most and a lot of the good promising projects have market caps under $100 million, and that is one of their criteria for picking the next big thing. They claim to have a lot of success with other currencies they've picked. Last month they picked Zencash. It went from $7 to $21 in the space of 24 hours and made some people a lot of money. They've been accused of being a pump and dump group. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. They certainly do pump currencies, but that's the nature of the beast. When they pick something, they've got so many subscribers that naturally everybody rushes in, so they want to benefit as well. So the key is to being in whatever they recommend before they recommend it, to give you the best chance of getting the profits. Now this has led to a lot of rumours springing up, a lot of false information on social media, etc., and a lot of discussion on the Twitterverse. So we'll have a look at it now. So that's the price for the Palm Beach Confidential, $3,000. It's expensive. Normally what people do is they pool their resources and they buy it in a group. The guy behind it, the editor, his name is Tika Tiwari. Apparently he is he epitomizes the American dream. He grew up in foster care in the UK, went to the US with just the clothes on his back, like a modern day Oliver Twist if you like, and by 18 he had become the youngest employee at Lehman Brothers. He then made a small fortune, he got greedy, lost it all, became a bankrupt, and then he's back. He's now building his wealth and telling you what you need to know and building your portfolio for you so you can be rich just like him before. So he's been on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, Fox Business Network, CNBC, etc. So he does have some provable financial background, and he is bald as well. And I'm bald, so I can't mock him. So the first thing that came to my attention was this was sent to me, and it is apparently the header from the new newsletter, which is about to be released later on today. They always release on the third Thursday of every month, and it claims that Power Ledger is this month's pick. Now, there was credible rumours that it was going to be Power Ledger, and they were going to announce it. So get into Power Ledger, you know, make sure you've got a good position on it. Now, I've already been in it since the pre-sale at ICO stage, so I do hold some. I think it's a project for the future, so I'm not necessarily going to offload any of it, regardless what it does, if it is indeed the pick. If it goes on a parabolic trajectory, fantastic, it will increase the value of my portfolio, but I'm not necessarily going to offload any of it. I believe in this project long term. I like the renewable energy projects in general. Now, while we're on the topic here, I have to say there was another coin that was rumoured to be the pick for this month, and that was Solar Coin. And again, it's another renewable energy token. It does much similar things to Power Ledger. They democratize energy, and they are a decentralized network for the electrical system. Now, the reason I thought initially that this leak was credible is in the same writing style as the previous newsletters I have read. Now, I'm not going to bother reading it. I'll leave the link to it below. You can read it and you can assess whether you think it's credible or not. What I do believe, however, is that Power Ledger is still a good buy. It's around 25 cents a day. I do believe that you can't really lose out on Power Ledger if you hold it for the longer term. Okay, guys. So we don't know if this leak here on Pastebin is authentic or somebody's just made it up. Again, we don't know if any of these leaks or these alleged matrices and headers are authentic or not. I've just picked them up from Twitter. So moving on. This was another alleged leak from earlier this month on around the 2nd or 3rd of November. Interestingly, it was dated the 6th of November to make it look like it was actually a leak, and it mentions FACTOM there as the world's best security coin. FACTOM is a very solid project, certainly a lot of upside potential to it. It's at $16 at the time of this report. It's gone up to $21 now. OK Cash also gets a mention, and then you can see there that Zen Cash was the last month's pick. So, hang on, just gone, there we are. Now there was another interesting article on BitOx, which apparently has now been removed. Again, I don't know whether it was genuine or not, or whether this is an actual removal notice, or people just pumping and making hype. But they say that the DMCA has told them to remove the matrix they had for the Palm Beach Confidential newsletter. Now they picked FACTOM in that newsletter, or so they say, and it says they have to apologise. We at BitOx definitely need to apologise for our actions. They want to. I don't put much credence into this, to be honest. I would need to see an official letter from the DMCA to verify that they actually did remove the material. Now what they were removing, because I saved it obviously, was this, which was allegedly the matrix from the Palm Beach Confidential. As we can see, the criteria are from Tika. They have to have a buy, it has to be a long hold, it has to be a featured already in previous newsletters, or at least in current newsletters. It has to be supported by Jack's wallet, it has to be supported by Chain Jelly, it has to be under $1, and it has to have a pump factor, they're saying there, and it gets awarded points. If it's under 100 million, pump factor is a maximum of 3. Now, as we can see there, Storage was the alleged pick for November. Now Storage, as you might well be aware if you're watching the markets, has just shot up from 50 to 90 cents. And Storage was reacting on some good news that has just been released and a partnership with Sonam. So they've had a nice couple of days. Again, I can't vouch for the authenticity of this document, but there you go. And the other one I thought it may well be is Verge. Now the reason I think it could be Verge is because it has not been mentioned in any of the leaks. It's the dark horse. Why do I think it's Verge? Well, it fills the criteria, under 100 million market cap. So the pump factor is good. It's very, very low price. Yes, it has a large circulating supply of 14 and a bit billion, but it potentially could be the next token that they're going to recommend. Now, a couple of good sources that picked Zencash last month have actually said that this month it's going to be Verge. So it's another one to keep your eye on. So to summarize, the 5 coins that it could be this month are: number 1, Power Ledger; number 2, Solar Coin, both going on the solar power theme; number 3, FACTOM, if the bitox.com removal notice is to be believed; number 4 could be Storage, that was on that removal notice before it was removed. It was on the matrix, sorry, before it was removed. And then number 5, the dark horse, Verge. Now, if you're interested in Verge, I made a video on it yesterday. Please go and check it out. It's on my channel on tokens to watch. What do you think the Palm Beach Confidential recommendation for November will be? Post below. Please press like. And please subscribe to the channel. Let's help us grow this channel exponentially. And leave me a comment. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Do you get the Palm Beach newsletter? Are you invested in it? Have you made money, or do you think it's a pump and dump group? Let me know. So for today, I'm out.